Ever wondered why people seem to overlook you? You walk into a room, and it's like you become part of the furniture. People don't make eye contact, they don't engage you in conversation, and you're left feeling invisible. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. This is a common experience, and today, we're diving into the psychological reasons behind why people might not notice you as much as you'd like. We're gonna unlock those secrets and give you the tools to step out of the shadows and into the spotlight. Let's talk about something called social invisibility. Now, this isn't about literally disappearing, it's about that feeling of being overlooked, disregarded, like you're just blending into the background of life. And let me tell you, this is a real phenomenon. Think about it. How often do we ignore the cashier at the grocery store, the bus driver, the janitor? We don't mean to be rude, but they become almost invisible in our daily routines. Now imagine feeling that way all the time. People not really seeing you, not valuing your opinions, not acknowledging your presence. It can be incredibly isolating, and it can do a real number on your self-esteem. We, as human beings, are social creatures. We crave connection, we crave validation, we want to feel seen and heard. And when that's missing, it can create a deep sense of loneliness and inadequacy. You start questioning yourself. Is it me? Is there something wrong with me? Am I just not interesting enough? And let me tell you, that kind of negative self-talk is a slippery slope. It can lead to anxiety, depression, and a whole host of other problems. But here's the thing. Social invisibility is often more about perception than reality. It's about how you're projecting yourself to the world and how others perceive you, often subconsciously. Let's talk about self-esteem for a moment. It's a term we hear often, but do we really understand its significance in our daily lives? This is the bedrock of how you see yourself, and more importantly, how you believe others see you. It's the lens through which you view your interactions and relationships. If you're walking around with low self-esteem, feeling like you're not worthy of attention or respect, guess what? That feeling doesn't just stay inside you. You're practically broadcasting that message to everyone around you. It's like an invisible signal that others can sense. It's like wearing a sign that says, "Ignore me, I'm not important." And unfortunately, people often respond to that signal. People pick up on these subtle cues even if they're not consciously aware of it. It's a kind of social intuition. Think about it, you're drawn to confident people, right? Those who seem to have a magnetic presence. Those who walk into a room like they own it, who speak with conviction, who make eye contact and engage with others. They naturally attract attention and respect. They exude this aura of self-assurance that's magnetic. It's not about arrogance, but a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. Now, I'm not saying you have to become some kind of arrogant, self-absorbed narcissist. That's a whole other issue. What we're talking about is a balanced, healthy self-esteem. But you do need to cultivate a healthy sense of self-worth. This means recognizing your own value and believing in your own potential. You need to believe in your own value, your own strengths, your own unique qualities. This self-belief is the foundation of how you present yourself to the world, because when you do, it shows. You carry yourself differently, you speak with more authority, you're not afraid to take up space and be heard. You carry yourself differently, you speak with more authority, you're not afraid to take up space and be heard. This change in demeanor can open doors and create opportunities. And that, my friends, is what gets you noticed for the right reasons. It's about being seen and heard in a positive light. Now, building self-esteem takes time and effort. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's not going to happen overnight. But with consistent effort and self-reflection, you can start to shift your mindset. But it starts with identifying those negative thought patterns, those self-defeating beliefs that are holding you back. Once you recognize them, you can begin to challenge and change them. You've heard it before, actions speak louder than words. This age-old adage holds a profound truth that transcends cultures and languages. Well, nowhere is that truer than with body language. It's a universal form of communication that everyone understands, even if they don't realize it. It's the silent language we all speak, and it can make or break how others perceive you. Your gestures, posture, and facial expressions all contribute to the message you're sending out. Think about it. You see someone slumped over, shoulders hunched, avoiding eye contact. What's your first impression? Probably not a positive one. They probably seem insecure, maybe even a little untrustworthy. This kind of body language can undermine your credibility and make others doubt your abilities. Now contrast that with someone who stands tall, head held high, making direct eye contact, and offering a genuine smile. This person exudes confidence and reliability. They project confidence, openness, and approachability. People are naturally drawn to those who seem self-assured and friendly. See, your body language is constantly sending out signals, whether you're aware of it or not. These signals can either attract people to you or push them away. And if those signals are saying, "I'm invisible, don't mind me," then guess what? People won't, they'll overlook you, and you might miss out on important opportunities. So, let's talk about some specific things you can do to command attention in a positive way. First off, posture. It's the foundation of good body language. Stand up straight, shoulders back, like you've got a string pulling you up from the top of your head. This simple adjustment can make a world of difference. Not only does this make you look more confident, but it actually makes you feel more confident. Your physical state can greatly influence your mental state. It's amazing how much our physical state can influence our mental state. Next, eye contact. This is huge. It's one of the most powerful tools in nonverbal communication. Don't be afraid to look people in the eye when you're talking to them. It shows confidence and helps build trust. It shows that you're engaged, that you're listening, and that you're confident in what you have to say. Eye contact can make your interactions more meaningful. And when you're listening to someone else, really look at them. This demonstrates that you value their words and are fully present in the conversation. Don't just stare blankly or let your eyes wander around the room. This can make you seem disinterested or distracted, make them feel seen and heard. When you give someone your full attention, it fosters a deeper connection and mutual respect. Let's face it, folks, we live in a world with social hierarchies. These hierarchies are often unspoken, yet they are deeply ingrained in our daily lives. It's like an unspoken pecking order that exists in every group, every workplace, every social circle. Whether it's a corporate office or a casual get-together, these dynamics are always at play. And whether we like it or not, it influences how we interact with each other and how we're perceived. Our actions, our words, and even our body language can be shaped by these invisible structures. Think about high school, for example. It's a microcosm of society, where these hierarchies are often more visible and pronounced. You had the popular kids, the ones who seemed to have it all together and were always at the center of attention, the athletes who were celebrated for their physical prowess, the brains who excelled academically, and the wallflowers who often went unnoticed. Each group had its own place in the social hierarchy, and it influenced everything from who they hung out with to how much attention they received, and it influenced everything from who they hung out with to how much attention they received. These dynamics were clear and often dictated the social interactions of the students. Now, as adults, it's not as overt, but those dynamics still exist. They may be more subtle, but they are just as impactful. But those dynamics still exist. In the workplace, for instance, the hierarchy might be less visible, but it's still there, influencing interactions and opportunities. In the workplace, you've got the bosses, the managers, the employees. Each role comes with its own set of expectations and power dynamics. In social circles, there are always those who seem to be at the center of everything, the ones who naturally draw people in and command attention, and those who are more on the periphery. These individuals might feel less included or valued. And here's the thing, where you fall in these hierarchies can affect how noticeable you are. Your position can influence your self-esteem and how others perceive your contributions. If you're constantly putting yourself at the bottom of the totem pole, downplaying your accomplishments and deferring to others, guess what? People will treat you accordingly. People will treat you accordingly. They might not even realize they're doing it, but they'll subconsciously place you lower in the social hierarchy. They might not even realize they're doing it, but they'll subconsciously place you lower in the social hierarchy. And that can make you feel invisible. But they'll subconsciously place you lower in the social hierarchy, and that can make you feel invisible. It's a subtle but powerful force that can shape your experiences and interactions, and that can make you feel invisible. Now, I'm not saying you need to become some power-hungry ladder-climbing social climber. But you do need to recognize your own worth and value within these hierarchies. By understanding and acknowledging your strengths, you can navigate these social structures more effectively and ensure that you are seen and heard. Now, let's talk about assertiveness. This isn't about being aggressive or pushy, but about communicating your needs and desires effectively and respectfully. It's about standing up for yourself, expressing your opinions, and not being afraid to take up space. Because here's the deal, if you're always shrinking back trying to be invisible, people will oblige. They'll walk all over you, talk over you, and completely disregard your needs. So, how do you become more assertive? It starts with recognizing your own voice and the value of what you have to say. Don't be afraid to speak up in meetings, to share your ideas, to disagree respectfully when you have a different perspective. And when you do speak, speak clearly, speak with conviction, and make eye contact. Let people know that you believe in what you're saying. Another important aspect of assertiveness is setting boundaries. This means learning to say no when you need to, without feeling guilty or obligated to please everyone. It's about protecting your time, your energy, and your emotional well-being. Remember, you teach people how to treat you. If you're always bending over backwards to accommodate others, they'll come to expect it. But if you set clear boundaries and communicate your needs assertively, they'll respect you for it. So there you have it. Understanding these psychological factors can help you become more noticeable. Remember, you are not invisible. You have a voice, you have value, and you deserve to be seen and heard. Don't let social invisibility hold you back from living your life to the fullest. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. We're all in this together.